Us Yellowstone fans are in for a wild ride. Everyone was left reeling after reports surfaced that Kevin Costner, who portrays patriarch John Dutton, might not appear in Season 5 Part 2. According to Screen Rant, there are rumors that Costner's role might be reduced or even eliminated in the upcoming second half of Season 5.
I'm one of those folks who's kind of gutted that you're not going to be in Yellowstone anymore.
I don't understand all the confusion. I'm a huge fan of Yellowstone. I love that. Are you in it, or is it not, or you're not in it?
Now get back.
We won't get any closer.
I was in it for 5 years. I guess I could be in it again if the planets wanted to line up, which means the storyline, the scripts, and then I want to work more than once a year. And to do that, the times have to be set aside for things. And when that couldn't happen, then that can't work for me anymore.
See that fence? That's mine. That fucking fence down there, that's mine too. Everything this side of that mountain, all the way over to here, mine too.
Where are we at?
I'm not in it.
This is America. We don't share land here.
I just realized that I'm not going to be able to continue. I love the relationship we've been able to develop, and I'll see you at the movies.
Do you think this thing goes on without you? I don't.
I never take the position, oh, well, here's my leverage. The show's no good without me. I don't believe that for a fucking second. I believe it would be different.
Has anyone contacted you and said, we're going to make this work? Has Taylor picked up the phone and said, Kevin, I love you. You're the reason the show took off.
We talked one time, and we both said what was important to us, and it doesn't seem like that we can meet, given what's both important to us.
I can't let you go without asking, with this room full of Yellowstone fans, and I know you've been talking about it so much on as you've been promoting this.
I haven't talking about so much. You've been asking about it a lot.
Fair. I mean, fair. So I'm not going to ask anything other than has being asked about it, I guess, changed how you feel? And have you talked to Taylor?
Well, look at me, 1988, and I still want to do the same movie. You know, I don't fall out of love. I love doing Yellowstone. I wouldn't mind doing it again if it can find the way to fit into my life, the way it did for 5 years. And if it can't, I'm content with what I did. Would I do it again? I would, but it has to match up with my life.
Fair. Has Taylor reached out since you've been talking about it?
Well, Jiminy Christmas. Taylor and I have talked about what it would take to do it, and I think we're just trying to resolve if that could ever be that way. I've said exactly what I felt. That's usually what I do. It's exactly how I feel, so I'll tell someone.
Will Kevin Costner's return to Yellowstone shake up the hit series once again? It's a question on the minds of fans and critics alike, as speculation whirls around the possible comeback of the iconic actor to the ranch. Kevin Costner, the pillar of Yellowstone's rugged yet heartfelt storytelling, has been a monumental figure in the series since its debut. His portrayal of John Dutton, the iron-willed patriarch of a sprawling, embattled ranch, has not only captivated audiences, but has also helped propel the series to its current status as a television juggernaut. But alongside the admiration and acclaim, there has been a cloud of controversy. Costner's sudden departure after the first part of Season 5 left fans reeling and the show's direction hanging in the balance. The reasons for his exit, shrouded in a mix of Hollywood politics and personal preferences, sparked relentless debates and numerous conjectures. The summer of 2023 became a hotbed of intrigue as fans clung to bits and pieces of information, ever hopeful for a resolution that would see Costner reclaim his Stetson and return to the Yellowstone Dutton Ranch. Now, with tantalizing updates from Horizon, an American Saga, and whispers of a game-changing development, the prospect of Costner's reprised role feels closer than ever. Could his return herald a new era for Yellowstone, revitalizing its narrative and bringing fresh twists to the Dutton saga? In a storyline as dynamic and unpredictable as the Montana landscape it depicts, Kevin Costner's potential return is the wild card everyone is eager to see played. Kevin Costner's involvement in Yellowstone. Kevin Costner's departure from Yellowstone was nothing short of a drama-filled saga itself, and for fans, it felt like the end of an era. Known for his commanding presence and rugged charisma, Costner's portrayal of John Dutton turned the Yellowstone patriarch into an iconic character. So, when news broke out in the summer of 2023 that Costner wouldn't be part of Season 5, Part 2, the Yellowstone community was taken by surprise, and not the pleasant kind. The actor's abrupt exit incited a whirlwind of controversies and speculations. Rumors swirled around scheduling conflicts with his ambitious film project, Horizon and American Saga, while others pointed to creative differences. Whatever the reason, it left a palpable void on the series, a sense that something crucial was missing. But just when fans were ready to say goodbye to the idea of Costner riding back into Yellowstone, a glimmer of hope emerged. Updates surrounding Horizon 2 seemed to indicate potential openings in Costner's schedule, sparking renewed buzz about his possible return. Could this be the game changer Yellowstone desperately needs to regain its groove? If Costner does indeed make a comeback, one thing is sure: John Dutton's re-entry into the fiercely competitive world of land and power would bring waves of excitement and renewed fervor, which the fans have been missing. So, while the horizon may have looked bleak for a moment, don't give up on the idea of Kevin Costner coming back to Yellowstone just yet. Impact of Kevin Costner's return. So, what would it really mean if Kevin Costner hopped back on the Yellowstone wagon? For starters, it would be a seismic event for fans and could breathe new life into the ever-dramatic Yellowstone universe. Critics and die-hard followers alike have been speculating on how the return of John Dutton, a character as rugged and iconic as the landscapes he's sworn to protect, might shake things up in the series. First off, think about the storytelling potential. Costner's sudden departure left a gaping hole in the narrative that, let's face it, 1,000 bison couldn't fill. His comeback could sew up those jagged plot edges and maybe even pivot the story in unexpected directions. We're talking about potential family reunions, land disputes scaling new heights, and of course, the power struggles that are the series' heartbeat. Imagine the spin on character dynamics. Beth, Case, and Jamie have all had their moments in the spotlight, and bringing back John Dutton might force them to recalibrate their agendas. That's rich material for writers and a feast for viewers hungry for more Dutton drama. And let's not underestimate Costner's own magnetism. His presence has a way of elevating the entire ensemble cast, pushing everyone to up their game. Plus, there's the nostalgia factor. Costner's return could bring back some of that classic Yellowstone spirit that initially drew in viewers, blending gritty realism with high-stakes drama rooted in familial bonds and frontier justice. This could reignite the series, pulling back in any wavering fans and solidifying Yellowstone's status as a staple in modern TV drama. In short, bringing Kevin Costner back isn't just a plot development. It's an emotional investment in the future of Yellowstone. Whether it's settling old scores or charting new paths, one thing's for sure: Kevin Costner's return could be the ace up Yellowstone's sleeve, re-engaging its audience and adding a fresh, exhilarating twist to its already compelling saga. Comparison with Horizon, an American Saga. When comparing the reception of Horizon, an American Saga, to Yellowstone, it's like comparing a stormy day to a golden sundown on the Montana plains. Horizon, Kevin Costner's ambitious Western epic, certainly had its moments, but didn't quite hit the bullseye like Yellowstone has. First off, let's talk numbers. Yellowstone has enjoyed a surge in viewership that could rival the best of TV series, attracting fans with its gripping narrative and rugged charm. On the other hand, Horizon, an American Saga, while decently received, didn't quite capture the same widespread enthusiasm. Its episodic nature and fragmented storytelling couldn't compete with Yellowstone's steady, cohesive drama that had audiences binging through weekends. But here's the kicker: Costner's presence. In Yellowstone, his portrayal of John Dutton brings a certain gravitas that's hard to replicate. The audience can't get enough of the patriarch's steely resolve and complex moral landscape. In Horizon, despite Costner's undoubted skills, the character dynamics and plot didn't seem to resonate as deeply or as widely. Now, the interesting part. Costner's involvement in any project tends to elevate it. His star power and impeccable acting are undeniable. But it seems that Yellowstone, with its rich tapestry of characters and sprawling storylines, offers him a canvas that's just larger and more vibrant. If he were to return to Yellowstone, it's easy to imagine the show reaching even greater heights. Fans would undoubtedly tune in, not just out of loyalty, but out of genuine excitement to see how John Dutton's journey continues. In short, while Horizon and American Saga expanded Costner's Western oeuvre, nothing quite matches the wildfire success of Yellowstone. His potential return to the series could be the spark that reignites its brilliance, making the show an unmissable event once more. Of course, we'll have to wait and see just how this drama unfolds, both on and off the screen. Speculation and fan reactions. Oh, the speculation train has absolutely no brakes when it comes to Kevin Costner and his possible Yellowstone return. Fans are abuzz with theories and wishful thinking, and let's just say, every slight hint or rumor is treated like gold in the Yellowstone community. Future projects. First off, people are all fired up about the idea of Costner not just making a comeback, but possibly being involved in expanded projects or spin-offs. Imagine Costner reprising his role as John Dutton in a prequel, or even taking on a directorial role in a spin-off series. The possibilities are endless, and fans are dreamcasting harder than ever. Does anyone remember how Costner's directorial projects have fared in the past? The man won an Academy Award for directing Dances with Wolves, so the notion of him taking the helm in a new Yellowstone universe storyline isn't too far-fetched. You can practically hear the collective sigh of "please let it be true" echoing through social media platforms. Fan reactions. When it comes to fan reactions, let's just say the Yellowstone fandom isn't known for being quiet. With the digital world at their fingertips, fans have taken to Twitter, Reddit, and various forums to share their excitement, concerns, and wildest theories. Memes of John Dutton riding in like a cowboy savior to rescue the show from his rumored departure have been making the rounds. Some fans are cautiously optimistic, hoping that Costner's return could mean a return to the series' roots. Others are more skeptical, wondering if the dramatic exit in 2023 has irreparably damaged the storyline. The emotional investment in this series is high stakes. If Costner comes back, it's almost like that long-lost friend returning home after a self-imposed exile. Moreover, there's a significant portion of the fan base that believes Costner's return could redeem the somewhat lukewarm parts of Season 5, Part 2. With his gravitas and character depth, fans feel he could reignite the complexity and drama that initially drew them to Yellowstone. In essence, whether you're a die-hard Yellowstone devotee or a casual viewer, the talk of Kevin Costner's return has undoubtedly injected a sense of suspense and eagerness back into the viewing experience. Only time will tell what's truly on the horizon, but for now, the anticipation is keeping everyone on the edge of their seats. As we wrap up, it's clear that Kevin Costner's possible return to Yellowstone isn't just a tantalizing prospect, but a game changer for the series. Imagine the seismic shift his comeback could trigger, reigniting the intense drama, rekindling old narratives, and maybe even ushering in new, unexpected twists. Costner has been the backbone of Yellowstone, and his presence or absence can dramatically tip the scales of the show's success. So, should you give up hope on seeing him back? Absolutely not. The mere hint of Costner riding back into the Yellowstone landscape has fans buzzing with excitement and speculation. It's this sense of uncertainty and possibility that keeps the series alive and its audience hooked. Stay tuned, because whether it's a triumphant return or a continuous suspense, the story of Kevin Costner and Yellowstone is far from over. Keep your eyes peeled and your heart ready for more ranch drama. With Costner's potential return, the wild ride may just be beginning.